It is me, your host, Andre Norman, Academy of Hope, back in the building. We are back in the building. Day one, the podcast. Stop asking about second acts. We did that. We're doing something new. We're going to do something new again. That's what you need to do. Be a new person, get a new script, get a new avenue, get a new lane, and level up. Stop trying to live yesterday's life. You know what I'm saying? Second acts was phenomenal. We're on to the new thing, day one. And I can't do this without my day one. You know what I'm saying? There's so many of y'all out here getting new friends and new hairdos and new cars. And you know what I'm saying? I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm with my day one. From, like I said, everywhere we go, you know the story. You know what I'm saying? If you know me, you know this story, so it's not even worth going through the whole thing again. But for those who don't know, new to Securus, new to JPay, new to this original platform, my name is Andre Norman from Boston, Massachusetts. Born and raised, went away when I was 18. When I got off the bus, there was a gentleman named Dominic that was there to receive me, OG from my neighborhood. And he showed me how to stay alive. Easiest way to put it. And I went through my time, did my time, and we bidded, as you call it, doing our time, doing our thing. And I came home. When I came home, my OG had a life sentence. And it was like, okay, I'm out here now. Now what? We just gonna send money and send stuff and papers and magazines and gifts? Nah, you know what I'm saying? We had to go back and get the homie. You know what I'm saying? So the first part was getting him, I always say, to take off the crown. Right. It's hard being the boss of the system. That's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? But when you finally embrace the concept, man, we got the lawyers moving and rolling and gave that life sentence back.
Definitely.
Gave it back. How'd we get out? Commonwealth versus Andre Norman, Commonwealth versus Dominic Williams. We in the books. And we came out here, I had to go back and get the homie. When he came home, I had my own house, I had my own space. Yeah. Literally, my bedroom was 1,000 square feet. Yeah. Because I had to think about being locked in them tiny cells. So the first thing I did when I bought my own house was level the entire top floor and have them custom built me my room. Then when you came home, I felt bad that you had a regular sized bedroom. Yeah. So I tore walls out and custom built your bedroom and bathroom. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I was like, any show I do, there will always be an episode with you. Right. Hands down, no blank. Because we're gonna do this till the duration's over. And today we're talking about day one. For everybody else, it's kind of like day one in prison, day one home. Right. For us, it's just we day one. Right. All the way through. So this is an update on my big homie, my big brother, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Dominic Williams. Yes, but for those who don't know you, you got to tell them who you are.
First of all, my name is Dominic Williams. I was originally born in Savannah, Georgia, and grew up in Boston, Massachusetts.
You know you've never said Massachusetts correctly since I've known you.
What I always say. Massachusetts.
Whatever you say is not Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Yeah. I just be dying. Every time you said, I just be like, he still can't say it's Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
I'm with you, though.
Boston.
I got you.
Okay. You know, I basically grew up in Boston, Mattapan. Went through the trials and tribulations, riding around Boston on motorcycles, stolen cars. Then you know where else it led me to. We're not supposed to swear on here, nothing.
Nah. Right. It's G-rated.
G-rated, you know.
You can't swear with people in prison. They might corrupt them.
Well, I did what y'all did, you know, with the stick-up man, all that other stuff. But it ended me off in prison with a natural life sentence, 20 to 40 concurrent. You know, it's sad to say, you know, I killed another human being, you know. And a lot of people ask me always now that do I feel any type of way. And, you know, someone would be like, yeah, I ain't feeling no type of way. Yeah, I felt some type of way, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a young gentleman. He had 2 kids, you know what I'm saying? I was young, knucklehead, running around the streets, you know? And I did feel some type of way, you know, after some years going past, you know, realizing what I was in prison for, you know?
So what are you doing now? I always ask this like I don't know.
And what am I doing now?
What are you doing now? Where were you at all last week?
Oh, I was in prison.
You back in prison.
Back in prison.
What you doing
Monday
back
through
in
Thursday,
prison?
back in prison. Well, right now I'm supervising Academy of Hope in Bishopville, South Carolina. Right now, I count it was 40-something, but now we're down at 28 people. We're going to do a graduation, and some of them people will leave the institution. Leave the unit and go back to other institutions and to other units at the prison. But yeah, basically, I'm there from Monday through Thursday, from 8 to 3.
So, what is it like going back inside as a job? I mean, literally, it's a job. It's not just ministry. It's not just outreach. Yeah. It's actually a job. Like, and you have your own housing unit.
Right. Yeah,
what's the difference between running this unit and running the blocks we used to live in?
Yeah, well, running the blocks we used to live in had more supervision, but now we are the supervision.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. And we're very relaxed with the guys. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we done been there, done it. We know everything they're trying to do, so they can't put nothing over us. So we let them know between such and such time and such and such time.
Handle your business.
Handle your business.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of, I just went to Florida. I was in Florida last week speaking down there. And as soon as I walked through, like, yo, where's Dom? Where's Dom? They saw you on the last episode.
Right.
And they're like, yo, it's phenomenal. And I'm so glad that you agreed to come back inside. I'm super glad that you doing these podcasts with me.
Right.
But for all the brothers doing life sentences, for all the brothers doing life sentences and the sisters who thinking they'll never get out.
Right.
You had to go through a stage where you thought you had natural life. You did 29, so at year 18, you had to figure that this is it.
Yeah, I did think this was it. But I want to tell them, look at me straight in my eye, and while I tell you this, man, you can come home. There's loopholes in every sentence there is. Some of the people that I've been doing time with in state and federal, they never thought they was going home as well. But there's always a loophole. Just you got to stay at it. You got to get in that law library. Like me, I didn't go in the law library the first, second, third year I was in prison. I didn't even think about it. Only when Andre went home and other brothers like Andre went home, I started thinking about going home because I thought prison was it for me. I thought, well, I got a naturalized sentence, I'm done. So I'm going to treat this like this is my home. But then when I realized that, nah, man, people are leaving every day that was doing the same thing I was doing are going home. But they was repeating. I said, I'm not going to be that one. And when I got the chance, I went to the law library, and it was there. 2 weeks in the law library, when I found it, I sent it out to the lawyer, and the lawyer said, oh, this is the one that's going to bring you home, man. So you got to get on your grind, man. Get all your legal papers. Make sure you have all your legal papers, all of them. And you the only one know your case the best. Have somebody help you shepherdize. If you don't know what shepherdize is, those in the law library will teach you how to shepherdize. It's very easy. All you do is look for keywords.
Now, everybody talks about day one when they come up from the county, they drop them off at the penitentiary. You went through that. We talked about that last time.
Right.
I'm saying, cool. We know, you was that guy in mass, and well, I appreciate that. Then we both got kicked out of the state.
Kicked out of mass.
Crazy. I got kicked out first.
Yeah, you get kicked out.
I beat you at getting kicked out.
Yeah.
So I get kicked out. You get kicked out. We fly around the Fed system.
All the federal system.
And then they put you what I call the end of the road.
Yeah.
Florence ADX.
Florence ADX, yeah.
I'm talking about, I'm not going to say anybody's name.
Right.
But every person you can think of, you know what I'm saying,
is there. That they want to put away for a long time.
That's like it's the end of the road.
End of the road.
It's Alcatraz in the mountains, they call it.
Right.
So when they flew you out to Colorado, and they drove you in there, and they take you up, and they put you in that tomb. That's all it is.
Yeah, exactly.
They close the door.
Exactly.
What's day one like? You got a natural life sentence, and they just put you in the last prison in America.
At first, I thought that's where they was going to kill me at. Honestly, I thought that the federal government was going to put me to sleep, Since
you thought it was conspiracy.
Yeah, I thought it was
You had conspiracy theories in your head.
Same thing we both thought. Once we left Massachusetts State Prison, we thought when we was going
it was a conspiracy to kill us.
It was a conspiracy to kill us. And so
it was all in your mind, though, at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially when you be in them cells by yourself and you don't hear nobody, you don't talk to nobody. The officers come by once in a while, then the med people come through, and it's sad, really.
But there was it was real no plot to kill you.
There was really no plot to kill you.
It was just your mind playing tricks on you.
Playing tricks on you, and the plot was to just keep you in solitary by yourself.
You just sat in solitary. How long was you in there for?
2 years. 2 years, and then I went out to the Max, which is right next door. Because the Max and Supermax is on the same facility. They have 3 facilities surrounded by an Army base.
I always tell people, they're like, yo, man, big homie. I said, nah, my big homie was where they put all the big homies. Yeah. Florence ADX.
All of them.
Yeah. They all up there. If you ain't made the Florence ADX, you ain't hit your status you think you want.
Exactly. And then, but what's really weird, how they put people in the Supermax, but they have the Max. And people in the Max, they say you have to be on good behavior to get your big homies out of Supermax. I'm saying
that ain't gonna make no sense.
It don't make sense.
That ain't never gonna make no.
It don't.
Dude, when they say there's no gym today, it never makes sense.
Yeah, it don't make
I see
no sense.
10,000 staff, ain't no gym today.
Exactly.
10,000. We'll never know. Now this is the crazy part. I used to always think when they closed the gym or they closed the yard, it was like this massive conspiracy against us. Right. Now that we work there, we're actually sitting in the meeting when they say why they close it, and they don't tell population because it's a security thing.
Exactly.
I hate to tell y'all, sometimes when they close stuff, it's legit.
It's legit. Yeah,
I used to always, man, it was a conspiracy.
Right.
Then I sit in the meetings now when they say, okay, this is the flow of the day, this is what it is, and we got to close this section of the prison for this reason.
Right.
And it's a security thing. And I'm like, man, for all those years, I thought it was a conspiracy.
Yeah.
It was just like operational procedure.
Operational procedure.
But you don't want to accept that as an inmate.
No.
I'm saying it's like, especially it's a conspiracy.
Being in themselves, you don't want.
Conspiracy sounds better. Then it's just like I'm in a place that I don't control, and they got a staff shortage, and I got to handle. Why you got a staff shortage?
Right.
Because nobody want to work in prison.
Exactly.
Most people don't. And it used to be a state job or a federal job was everything. Now with internet, it's over.
Yeah, everybody's zooming to that. So nobody want to go out to work.
Yo, hold on. I got to grab this. Keep talking.
Well, what I do want to say while I'm here sitting here by myself, for those that's incarcerated, man, your family needs you to come home, man. Set that tough guy image or whatever image you may think you have, man, set that to the side, man. Your family needs you, man. There are little ones out here, man, that are literally starving, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, because some of the moms ain't doing the right thing like they're supposed to. I'm sorry to say that for those mothers that are not doing what they're supposed to do, but it's for real, man. You know, and every day right here in Atlanta, there's so much stuff going on, man, that your kids need you. Whatever state you're in right now, man, I'm telling you, bro, you can come home, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about all that gang affiliation stuff. We're not telling you to disown your friends, your gang member friends. We're telling you to change your mindset, man. Change your mindset will get you a long way. You don't have to look behind your back no more. You know, it's just, I'm living it out here. I'm loving it. I ain't got to look behind my back. A police pull up beside me. I don't even look at it no more. I used to be like kind of annoyed when the police pull up beside me or behind me.
Yeah, I mean, we ain't got nothing to hide no more. We legit.
Exactly.
When my phone ring, it's legit.
Yeah.
Or they pull behind me, my paperwork's good. Ain't nothing in the car ain't supposed to be, and I own it.
Is good. You definitely right. Everything's up to par.
And I own it. But yo, this is a new game.
Yeah, that's it.
They watching us on this.
That's right.
They sitting in their spot right there. Like when I was at the prison the other day, they had these. Everybody had to look. I'm like, it's like that.
Right.
They're like, yeah. It's like they're like, I couldn't imagine having this when I was locked up. It'd been game changing.
Yes, they got
now,
and they got law books and stuff.
They got law library on here. You can find a job on here.
Dudes don't even use them.
Listen to music.
Yeah, come on, man.
You got to max out the opportunities given to you.
Yeah, that's part of your freedom. You know what I'm saying? Don't even know it. You don't even have to some. I believe they got some stuff on there you got to pay for, but some stuff you don't.
Yeah, I mean you can rock just with the free stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to buy a game, that's whatever. But you can law library free.
Yes.
All our podcasts are free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All our trainings are free.
Mm-hmm.
I got my TEDx talks on here for free.
Right.
I got a ton more people. My book's on here for free.
Right.
You're in the book. He's in the book.
That's right.
You got to check the book out.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo. But now I want to talk about our brothers because we had a lot of brothers come home and passed away. You know what I'm saying? Unnecessarily.
Yep.
And I don't want to put their names out like that, but
Right.
it's people we love. We did time with, we bitter with, and we looked up to, we rode with.
Yep.
They come home, they get hooked on this stuff.
On that thing.
And they was already hooked before they came home, maybe. They come home, and next you know, boom. Phone, oh, yo, you know, such OD'd.
Yep.
Yo, such and such OD'd. Yo, such OD'd.
Yeah.
And if you could say something to one of them before they came home, if we could back it up. Because I know there was one brother. I was running a program in a county jail, OG.
Mm-hmm.
You know him.
Right.
And he said, yo, Dre, I'm going home. I wanted to tell him, yo, OG, you need to go take that drug program.
Right.
I
Definitely.
looked at him in the face. I knew he's been using since I known him for 100 years.
Definitely do.
I wanted to say to him, dude, you need to stay here 6 more months and do that drug program.
Do the drug program.
He couldn't hear that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say it, but he wasn't going to hear it. And my belief that he wasn't going to hear it stopped me from saying it.
Right.
He went home on Friday. His tolerance was down. He OD died on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm at his funeral the following Thursday, less than a week. We're at his funeral. And too many times, people think that, oh, it's okay. Well, I'm not going to say that. You know what I'm saying? You that dude. I mean, I need you to get these folks a message, man, that ODing is real.
As you said, a lot of our partners, friends have passed away. When they came home, they felt that their tolerance was still the same as when they left. No. Stuff that got powerful. They didn't put so much different chemicals, so much different drugs inside these drugs people are using when they come home. Your system is not built for it because you're like a baby. If you haven't been really using drugs in the institution, when you get back out, your system is like a baby. So whatever you put in it, it's going to consume you, and a lot of y'all passing away. So it's good that y'all start right now getting in them programs that they have, like we get ready to start one in South Carolina for addictions and stuff like that. So when dudes do come home, that they don't turn to drugs no more. It's because it's a waste of time. You know, it's when you get out, you'll see everybody that's using drugs, they're in the same area. And it's crazy because, like, where we're from, Boston, everybody is in Dudley Station. And that's sad, man. You see, we brothers that we grew up with, they were in wheelchairs because they lost their legs behind this stuff, man. This stuff that they're putting in these drugs now these days they're not right. It's only to get money. I never understood it. Everybody want the drug that somebody OD'd off of. I never knew, why would they do that? Why would they? Because the high, intensity of the high, you think you're stronger than the person that passed away? No, that's not going to work, man. You know what I'm saying? You be better off, man, doing something else, man, with your money. You got kids, put that money towards them kids.
Usually I've been out here running for 22 years.
Right.
Having a ball. I bet you came home and stayed with me.
Yeah.
I was gone 99% of the time. You had the house to yourself.
Yeah, I had the house.
You lived by yourself.
Literally.
By
myself.
Had passport.
Upstairs, downstairs, kitchen, downstairs.
You still ain't get your passport yet.
Still ain't got the passport. I'm going to get it, though. Because
I've been asking this, man.
I've been thinking about Dubai.
What? I've been asking you for what? 10 years now?
9 years.
9.5 years. Yo, dude, get your passport. I got you.
Yeah. Oh, we going?
Oh, I'm going. No. I'm going to say what my mother used to tell me. Who's not going with you this time?
That's right. Yeah.
No, I'm going. No. I believe you when you get your passport, but you can get your passport.
Yeah.
If you're on supervision and you don't own a whole bunch of child support, $2,500 or less, you can get your passport.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this is the best part of my interviews. I have a lot of great people come through here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But there's nobody better than my homie.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when I was 12 and you was zooming by on the mopeds and the motorcycles and zooming up the street in the cars and the police sirens. It was all exciting. Now we out here just like in a cigar bar.
Right. Yeah. Hookah bars, just chilling. They ain't got to worry about nothing, man. And the thing about it, like you say, you know, we don't have to be looking around, you know, because we ain't doing nothing wrong to nobody. We ain't taking nobody's money. It's better, man, on this side better side of the wall.
Like I said, I mean, they'll be like, yo, why? Listen, if you don't understand what this is, then there's something wrong.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Since I was 12, we've been hanging out.
Yeah.
I'll be 55 in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Is it 2 weeks or a week and a half? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't
2
even
weeks.
trip. Every day's a birthday for me.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't even celebrate. I'm actually speaking on my birthday out in Arizona.
Yeah.
But I don't even care because every day's a birthday.
Right.
And it's just for me, like this is the best part of my day. When you pull up at the house, I feel like Goodwill Hunting. When you knock on my door, I be like, yo, homies, I don't even lock your joint. Come on in. We just be chilling and you flow. It's like, yo, this is what I want for y'all.
Yeah.
I'm saying y'all in there, y'all talking about y'all love each other, y'all talking about you holding your team down, you talking about it's all about repping and standing up. You know what I'm saying? I never took a short.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I never took a step backwards. You know what I'm saying? I don't even understand what it means to be, I do know what it means to be scared, but to act unfair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've been scared a lot of times, but I just kept going. And to get out and have you out here, Dubs out here.
Dubs out
You know
here.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We waiting on Skin Tight.
Yeah, skin tight.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We got one homie that just ain't ready yet.
Yeah, he just
Ain't ready.
ain't ready yet.
Listen, I was in Florida, right? They were like, yo, Dre, well, what do you do? I said, man, I came home and I fashioned my life in such a way
Right.
that when I go back, I can get my people.
Exactly.
They said, well, what do you mean? I said, I go to the parole board. I said, well, good afternoon. My name is Andre Norman.
Right.
And for a living, I do leadership development.
Right.
And for the last 22 years of my life, I've traveled the world working for presidents of this country and other countries, helping create violence intervention programs and helping people trans their life around. I said, it was just 3 years ago the UN called me to help them with a small thing called terrorism.
Right.
Because they were having people being recruited into gangs, Al-Qaeda groups in the Middle East, and they're blowing up stuff. And they want me, the gang specialist, to come teach their people how to get these young folks not to join these terror cells.
Right.
So we've been doing this work and we've been doing that work. And I just break down the last 22 years of my life. And I turned, I said, and this man right here, before you, asking for his freedom, I say it's not freedom. It's an opportunity to make a difference in the world. I've been doing it for 22 years and I need his help.
Right.
I need his help to solve these problems that the world is calling me for.
Right.
And when I can go into the parole board, my story is just compelling and it's real.
Real.
And when I say I need that man right there on my team to come out here, I'm vouching for him.
Exactly.
That he's going to get out here and do this work with me. Man, listen, they writing, let him go.
Many times in Boston, you got plenty of people like
I walk you out the courthouse. I walk you out the parole board. But not everybody, those who are really about the business.
Right.
And it's because of how I'm living my life that I can go in and my life speaks for me. Not I got cool words, but I got a testimony that's real. My stuff is verifiable, as they say down south, it's facts.
Right.
And when I can go in and I can advocate for the team and get them out of here,
Right.
get them from behind them walls, I need you to understand that while you in there, you have the capacity, the dude sitting next to you has the capacity to get you out.
Exactly.
The dude sitting next to you
Sitting right next to you.
has the capacity to get you out. If you raise him up to be educated, problem solver, solution expert, making a difference, and he comes home and he does that.
Right.
He goes to your city and blazes it in a good way. And he comes back to your parole hearing and says, this is the man who taught me. That's going to go a long way.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's going to go a long way.
And it can happen all over, man. We see it every day. Everywhere we pull up, it's happening. You know, everywhere we pull up, like in South Carolina, man, you know, it just, you know, the love is there. It's just that we got to change the mindset.
Definitely.
Once we get the mindset changed, man, the doors, man, open so much, man, that it'd be unbelievable, man.
I don't have the luxury of getting caught with a gun in my car.
Yeah.
I don't have the luxury, you know what I'm saying, oh, oops, I had a brick of weed in my car.
Yeah.
I don't have the luxury. I mean, because if I mess up, if I make that dumb mistake of doing some retarded stuff, and then I take that L, everybody takes that L.
Right. It's a reflection on everybody.
Everybody, because I'm that dude. I remember
you know you got the people waiting behind you saying,
it took us 25 years, but look at him, he messed up.
Yeah.
It was all a front for 25 years.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? And we gotta beat the system at the game that it is.
Right.
We ain't gonna out slick them, out hustle them, out maneuver them.
Right.
Because you can get away 30 times, 31 they catch you. Get away 50 times, 51 they catch you.
Wait for you.
Man, listen, run my record 7 days a week. Piss in the cup 7 days a week.
Right.
I'm good. I ain't on no paperwork. But it's like, I just want y'all, listen, we get together, this whole episode is strictly just a shout out. It's a shout episode, man.
That's
You know what I'm saying? So all y'all out in AZ, you know what I'm saying? Brothers down in Florida, you know what I'm saying? We got Texas on here now.
Florida.
We got Oklahoma on here now.
Dallas. We did Dallas in there?
Now, we got the whole state of Texas.
Okay, this stays Texas.
We do states.
states. Yeah.
Whole state of Texas, whole state of Florida,
Right.
whole state of Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Detroit is in the building.
Okay.
Gotta give a shout out to Detroit.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Whole state of New York.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What else we got? I think we got a ton of states.
Not California yet, huh?
We got parts of California. We ain't got the whole state.
Okay.
California funny. They got so many people locked up in California. It's not funny.
They got so many people.
And for all my brothers in California, tú sabes, yo quiero para toda persona allá. No solamente para persona mira lo mismo. Yo quiero para todos hermanos. Tú, para mí, familia. Yo quiero su cambio, su vida, cambio su corazón. And tú vete allá para calle, para su familia, and trabajar para Dios. And I speak Spanish because when I used to go to Guatemala and Honduras and all these little countries, and down there, they're small countries, so it's like, but it's crazy trauma. So I'm down there. The first time I went, there was a translator. And I'm helping the families, and this dude's translating for me.
Right.
I would tell him something, he would translate it. I would tell him something else, and he would translate it. But what I'm saying is not showing in their faces.
Right.
I'm going to give you a big red truck, and the kid's just doing this. And I'm going to do this. It just didn't make sense.
Add up.
I know game.
Right.
And when I gave the money, the dude fronted off with the money.
Right.
Because he knew, the translator knew at the end of all this talk, there's going to be some money transaction.
Right.
And he didn't want the family to have no expectation.
Right.
So he's telling them anything. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The sky's pink, this is going to fall, you know what I'm saying? Mars is moving. He's just telling them anything so they don't think there's money coming.
Right.
Then he would keep the money. I peep game.
Right.
So when I came back the next time, he's like, oh, the gringo's here. We going to get some more money.
Gringo.
When he pulled out, I said, no, necesito ayuda, mi hermano. Yo sabe, yo hablo eso.
That's when you spoke
Yo hablo para mí.
poquito, huh?
Yo hablo para mí. No necesito. And I said, Nino, ven, ¿qué necesita?
Right.
And I started talking to them about them. Tú necesitas luz en su casa. Okay, you necesitas comida. Okay, escuela. And I started, I'm like, dude, you can't rob me twice.
Right.
You can't rob me twice.
Right.
And I'm here to help these kids, not fund you.
Right.
So how bad did I want to help kids? Bad enough to learn Spanish.
That's good.
Because there's a lot of countries. There's a lot of people here who speak Spanish, come from different countries. Your country needs you. This ain't an American thing. This is a human thing. This is a global thing. And, dude, we global.
Right.
When the UN called us, dude, the United Nations calling us.
Right.
All the way down to Mattapan.
Right.
Yo, Boston, we need you.
That's something else.
Yeah, picture that.
Yeah.
Did you ever think the UN be calling us?
Nah.
The UN shout out.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the new president to say something now.
President Biden?
Yeah.
I listen.
I know.
I'm saying.
I know.
Don't be shocked when I tell you we pulling up.
I know. Yeah.
We pulling up. And this is the thing though. When I sit with people inside, I always say, if I was the parole board right now, and I asked you, why should you be let out?
Right.
99% of people don't have a good answer. No. Oh, I did my time, or I did all the programs. I'm like, you ain't saying nothing.
No.
You need to articulate what you learned
Right.
and demonstrate your plan and your plan B and show some remorse and show some gratitude
Right.
for the opportunities that you'll be given. Not, yo, man, I did enough time or my family missed me. So I need you to really prepare yourself because if I ever come to your facility, I'm going to ask you this.
Exactly.
Why should you be let out?
Why should you be let out?
And I had to actually come up with a real answer for that.
Right.
And not just something, because when I first asked dudes, for first time I went to Pro Board, what lie do I need to say to get out of here?
Right.
That's the first time I went to Pro Board. I said, yo, what lie do I need to say to get out?
Right.
And all the dudes I was asking had made parole.
Right.
But the thing I didn't realize, since they were back on the yard with me, they were parole failures.
Parole failure.
I'm asking parole failures on how to succeed.
Imagine that.
And they didn't want to tell me because it just didn't work out.
That's
so
when they told you go to the program, don't do nothing.
they're like, yeah, go to programs, don't do nothing.
Yeah.
Just sit there and get your certificate.
Yep.
And that's what they were doing. They were doing programs to get out.
Right.
I was doing programs to stay out.
Stay out.
22 years. This is 23. And I'm at 23 and a half right now.
Right.
23 and a half. And rolling.
Yeah.
And rolling. And 10, we rolling.
And
We go back, but with visitors passes and vendors passes.
Right. That's a good thing. You can leave out when you want to.
So what was it like coming home, man, and seeing me out here
Well,
on this side?
it was, kind of strange because you was in and out of town.
In and out of country.
In and out of country. That's right. You was in and out of country. But it was good to see where you elevated to from prison because you elevated a lot from when you left. I knew you had the articulation that to get people to you, but then that extra part, and you just ran with it, especially when you did the gang stuff in Boston. That was really good. Boston love you for that, but the haters, they can stay where they at. You know what I'm saying? Because
what's life without haters?
Yeah, but you elevated past that. You know what I'm saying? Now you got people all over the country asking about you, wanting to see you, asking, your calendar is blowed up. Yep.
And right now, real talk, corrections is at a crazy place of understaffing. And it's not going to get much better. Yeah. So at some point, they're going to have to either collaborate with us, like they're doing with us on the outside.
Exactly.
But I'm saying, man, they need to collaborate with them brothers on the inside.
Yeah.
So are you really in a position from being the inside to collaborate to make your situation better?
Yeah. Instead of putting them on 23-1, because we know a couple places want to do that, but at the same time, like in South Carolina, we was their last hope.
Yeah. What happens is if they don't have staff,
right,
the less staff they have, the more time dudes will be locked in.
Right.
So if we don't see, this is what dudes have to see coming. There are so many other job options now.
So many.
That you can just not have to work it. A state job isn't what it used to be.
Right.
There are so many job options that you can go work anywhere and make as much, if not more, with less stress and less headache.
Right.
So the job pool is going to keep shrinking. The COs are going to keep disappearing, retiring. Them old heads are retiring. And young people like, I'm 25. I can go work at Amazon.
Right.
I can go start an internet business. I can be an Instagram guy.
YouTube
or I can go work in a prison.
Yeah.
And they're taking them other options.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's so much work out there. It's going to keep shrinking.
Yeah.
So I need y'all to get ahead of the curve to say, what's going to happen is we're going to have the opportunity to not so much govern ourselves, but work with the facilities to govern ourselves.
Exactly.
And if you don't get ahead of it, the back end, all they can do, you know what I'm saying, is restrict time.
Yep, 23.
Because you need staff to let people out.
Right.
If there's no staff, it's going to be harder to let you out.
Exactly.
That's just facts.
Exactly. They started it in certain places now already, restricting time.
Across the country, when we was locked, doors open at 6 a.m. and stayed open damn near till 10.
Right.
Because it was staffing.
Right.
In the 80s, they had staffing.
Right.
It ain't like that no more.
Exactly.
It ain't like that no more. So,
so
we got to get your book done, man.
Yeah, we definitely.
I keep telling you. Y'all think my story's changed? His story's phenomenal.
Yes.
We got to convince him to actually get his book done.
We're going to work with it, definitely.
They're waiting for your book, man.
Yeah, I know they are.
How you went from the ADX, I'm saying, to running your own facility.
Right.
I'm saying, most requested speaker on the planet that doesn't show up.
Right.
You got to show up, man.
Yeah, we definitely do. We definitely do.
My story is one thing. Your story is on a whole nother space.
Right.
They're like, that's the thing. When you come home, just be you. I've never said I was the number one dude, ever.
Right.
I know it was clearly you, Dub, ahead of me, and I always claimed it. When Dub came home, we went places. How all these people know me?
Right.
Because I told the truth.
That's right.
You that dude ahead of me. What we gonna do for these people? We gonna go visit them?
Yeah.
We gonna pull up?
We gonna go visit them. Definitely gonna come see y'all. Definitely.
We won one. You know what I'm saying? We Celtics. We don't know what's gonna turn out to be, but we definitely got game one in the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Going home, so we,
No, we got no. For all y'all in Oakland, now LA dudes is claiming Oakland, but all you California dudes, no hate, but we in there.
Right.
We came to Oakland, put in some work.
We going back to Boston, put it in.
Yeah, I got my Boston hat on.
Okay. We gonna close it out.
Nah, I got we rock with New York too. Shout out to Jadakiss, Styles P, Sheik, Luke, the Locks is in the building, R.I.P. You know what I'm saying, the DMX and the whole Rough Rider team. You know what I'm saying? So my little dude came home. Yeah. He said he wanted to do music. So homie called up Jadakiss. Jadakiss said, yo, bring him out.
Yeah.
So went up to the studio, sat with Jada, and my son who's 16, you know what I'm saying, doing beats for Jadakiss.
Right.
He don't even know who he's sitting room to room with.
Right.
He gets it, but he doesn't get it.
Right.
I'm like, dude, that's one of the best MCs in the world of all time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All time.
Right.
And my son, 16, is sitting there making beats for him. And Styles P is like, yo, make some beats for me.
Right.
I'm saying, come on, I'll do this with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's people out here that want to rock with you.
Exactly.
And you can pass it on.
Exactly.
Definitely pass it on.
Especially there's a lot of brothers doing everything. Music, We got prolific writers inside. Man, y'all just don't know the talent y'all have, man. And your opportunity is now.
Oh, now is always better than later.
Right. Your opportunity is now, man. They got an opportunity, man, that's like, and the door's going to be opening. Definitely. Yes,
it is super hard getting him to get off that grill, off that lawnmower.
Yeah.
And come sit down.
I'm off the lawnmower, man. Since that motorcycle accident, I'm good.
Yeah, I'll never forget. You pull up. Robbie pulled up on the bike.
Right.
He was like, yo, I'm going to get on the bike. I said, I'm going in the house.
Yep, that's exactly
About
what Jay said.
8 minutes later,
Said,
they knocking on my door. Yo, Dominic got in an accident. I said, tell me something I don't know.
Yeah, he said, I'm going in the house. I went down the street, almost hit a 5.0 and had to spill it. That's all I know.
The story we're going to close out with.
Okay.
Because y'all are in there and you fighting.
Yep.
You better be fighting.
Better be fighting.
Fighting for your fighting for your life, fighting for your freedom, fighting for your family. You know what I'm saying? Instead of fighting each other. And I remember the time I was in the block and me and dude got into it.
Right.
And I came to lunch and I told you, yo, I got beef after lunch with one of the dudes from the block. And he was like, can you beat him?
Yep.
I was like, no, man, you know what I'm saying? I got my knife. I got my pipe.
Yeah.
No. Can you beat him? I know the moves. I've been out in the yard working out with y'all every day. I'm ready. I run my laps. I'm good. He's like, no. Can you beat him?
Right.
And he was like, enough with the chaos and the stupidness. Can you beat him? Man to man, head up, can you beat him? And I was like, no. And he was like, yo, B, you got the fight. Yo, John, you got the door. And Dre, you watch the stairs. I'm like, what?
Jay's
I
like,
get that.
what?
I'm like, I'm trying to prove myself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to prove myself to show that I should be on his team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you looked at me and said, we don't take losses.
No, we don't take no losses, man.
So we don't take no losses. This ain't about you. This is about us.
About the team.
It's about the team. So play your position. We ain't going to take no losses. We're going to keep it pushing.
That's right.
And that was the first time I ever watched somebody fight for me.
Yeah.
And I realized they weren't fighting for me. They were fighting for us.
Right.
For all y'all right now, we don't take no losses, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You got that case. You got that addiction.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You got that thing on your back. Can you beat it? Can you beat it? Tell the truth. Can you beat it? You got a drinking problem. You got a depression problem. You got an anger problem. Can you beat it? Can you beat it? Because if you can't, I can stop when I want, or it's not a big deal. It doesn't impede my day. Can you beat it?
Right.
You hit them with the listen, man.
Yeah.
Yo, go to AA, go to NA, go to therapy. I'm saying we don't take losses.
That's right.
If you getting high right now, we taking losses.
Taking losses.
If you ain't fighting your case right now, we taking losses.
Taking losses.
If you fighting each other, we taking losses.
Big losses. Yeah, we need to stop that.
I've taken everything I learned in prison and I brought it home.
Right.
I'm saying, I remember a dude asked me one time, he told me in London at an event that one of his VPs left his company, went to another company, and went for the contract that he was going for. I said, man, how does that work? He says, man, it happens all the time in corporate. You offer somebody more money in a better parking spot, they'll quit you and go work for them.
Yeah.
I said, man, I've been in the game a long time.
Right.
Never has anybody quit our team, joined the other team, and shot back at us.
Right.
He said, it happens every day in corporate. And he says, well, we're going back and forth. And he says, yo, Dre, changed my life. Can you teach my people that type of loyalty?
Right.
Can you teach my people that type of integrity?
Right.
So I created a corporate retention program based on gang loyalty, minus the guns and knives.
That's right.
I've been teaching it for 20 years.
That's
and
good.
Everything you've been through, everything you know, everything you've seen can transfer.
Definitely can transfer.
So I've been doing corporate trainings for 20 plus years based on stuff I learned in prison.
Yep.
No degrees. I got a GED from solitary confinement. That's all I got. I got a Harvard fellowship, but not a Harvard degree.
Right.
So, yo, we got to let these people go, man. We got our book. We got our book selection up here. Let me pick a book for you.
Who Not How?
Nah, not Who Not How. We're going to do Average Sucks.
Average Sucks.
This is my guy, Michael Burnoff, Scottsdale, Arizona. Dude, beast.
Yeah.
Yo, if Tony Robbins was to retire, he's next up.
Yeah.
You got Michael Jordan and Kobe,
Yeah.
he'd be Kobe.
Be Kobe.
You know what I'm saying? I went to his training one time.
Mm-hmm.
I got there. It was 4 days, 8-hour, 12-hour days. It was like from 8 to 10 at night. I said, I'm not doing this.
Right.
There's no way I'm going to sit in this room from 8 in the morning to 11 o'clock at night for 4 days in a row.
Right.
I said, I'm going to dip out by day 2.
Right.
I'm looking for excuses to get out of the room.
Right.
That thing was over like that. All 4 days gone.
Realize it's gone. Man.
When you got good trainers,
Right.
time flies.
Right. They keep you captive.
And he's willing to put stuff on the platform for us, man. He's always said, yo, Dre, anything you need for the tablets, let me know. All these people, all these books, you know they're my friends. They all say the same thing.
Yep.
You need something, let me know, man. We'll put it on the tablet.
Shoot.
But, well, this segment's over, but we ain't.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? This is day one with my day one. We're your day ones. Get it right.
Get it right.
Get it together. You know what I'm saying? All the way from Atlanta, Georgia, by way of Boston, Massachusetts. We in the NBA Finals.
That's right.
Andre Norman, your host. And in this case, your co-host.
Dominic Williams.
We will see you when we see you. And you want us, give us a shout. We will holler. We will pull up. We will come see you in real time.
Yep. Hopefully
so with
soon.
that, peace.
Peace.